welcome to the vlog. I have some time on my hands today, so I have been eyeing my friend Avni's Papa Roti recipe. So this Mexican coffee bun thing, I've actually never tried Papa Roti, so this is going to be like the first time. It's going to be homemade. The recipe looks relatively simple. I have most of the ingredients except for vanilla essence, unfortunately, but I'm just going to see how it turns out. Super excited. So yeah, let me take you through it. So basically this is the recipe over here on her blog, and look at that looks freaking amazing. And let's see this is how the texture is supposed to come out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to replicate this, but look at that. Oh, that looks so good. So yeah, let's try making this. Alright, so we're going to start by activating our yeast. So I have to take about how much milk? 110 grams of warm milk, and add how much sugar to it? 20 grams of castor sugar, and mix it. Okay, so I don't have castor sugar. I spoke to Avni and she said that just take normal sugar and granulate it in the mixer. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to add our yeast to it. See how it goes. So here I've got 2 spoons of my normal sugar, and I'm going to quickly blend this up. So we have powdered our sugar. I'm not sure how much this is. I'm going to weigh this out now. We just need about 5 grams to activate our yeast. So I'm now going to get out my food scale, start this, and we're going to measure out the milk. We're just a little bit over, so this is 112 grams. I think this should do. Now this needs to be warm, so I'm just going to put it in the microwave for a bit because my milk is actually quite chilled. So yeah, let me just pop this into the microwave and I will be back. I have about 99 grams of flour, so I'm just going to half the recipe and let's see how it turns out. So I'm going to sift this and add a little bit of sugar, mix this all together. Till then we've got our yeast activating there. Hopefully that works out. Chopped up some cubes of butter. They're all about 10 grams each. So the instructions say that once the dough rises, you're supposed to knead it a little bit more, then roll it into smaller balls and put a cube of butter inside each one of them. So I've just kept this ready. I'm going to keep this in the fridge so it retains its shape. So I've finished kneading the dough for about a minute, and now I'm going to very quickly line a baking tray with parchment paper. Okay, so I've roughly divided this into 3 different rolls of 50 grams each, and now I'm just going to put a cube of butter into each of this and then roll it up into a ball and then place it out on this baking tray, and then we're going to just let it sit for 30 to 45 minutes. Alright, so this is how they're looking. I have put the butter inside. She says to put 10 grams. It looked like a lot of butter, but I'm hoping it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to cover this with a damp cloth, leave that for 30 to 45 minutes. In the meanwhile, we're going to get working on the coffee crisp. Okay, so I did a very stupid thing. I used up all the maida that was there for making the buns. And then I forgot that for the coffee crisp that you have to pipe on top of the buns, you also need maida. And then the grocery valet on picking up his phone, so I'm just going up, getting some maida, borrowing it from a friend of mine, and then we'll get back to doing that.
Alright guys, so I have mixed about I think 30 grams of butter, 25 grams of sugar. So again, like I just mixed that up in the mixer to make it really fine. And I added a little bit of yogurt. Y'all please go ahead and check out the recipe. I'll leave it in the description below. Mix that all together. Now I'm adding some maida that I've borrowed. So about 35 grams of this is gonna go in, and then we're going to add in a little bit of about 4 grams, 3 or 4 grams of coffee mixed in 1 gram of hot or warm water. So I've added in the coffee mixture, and this is what it looks like. It's a little bit smooth. I think I'll have to add a little bit of water or something to make it more pipeable. Now I'm just going to very quickly put this into a piping bag and cover our dough balls with it. So now we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven to about 190 degrees. This is on bake. Is it on bake? Yeah, it's on bake. And let's put that on for about, we'll let this preheat for maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we'll pop in the buns. Just put the buns inside. 20 minutes to go. Let's see how they turn out. Fingers crossed.
Okay guys, so my buns have been in the oven for about 20 minutes now, so it's almost done, and my house smells like a bakery. Like, I'm not even kidding, it smells divine. I'm just waiting for the timer to go off, and then I'll take it out, put it on a wire rack to cool for 15-20 minutes before I can finally have it with my coffee.
Okay, so this is what our buns look like at the moment, and we're just gonna let this sit for 15-20 minutes. They were a little bit close together, so they're stuck, but not too much of a problem.
So now that I'm waiting for it to cool a bit, what I'm gonna do is quickly put some of this Lotus Biscoff spread into a piping bag. That is how Avni presented her Papa Roti. I'll cut into them just to show you all hopefully the layers that have appeared. I have no idea how it looks like on the inside.
Six and a half hours later.
Alright guys, so it's a little bit later in the day, a little update. We absolutely demolished the Papa Roti, the Mexican coffee buns. They were so good. But this is the first time I managed to make a recipe so flawlessly. It turned out really good. It really smelled like bread talk in my house. So I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend, go try out the recipe. It's actually quite simple, yeah. There's no fancy ingredients in there. I used normal sugar, as you all saw. So yeah, most of you will have these ingredients lying around at home anyway, so go try that out. Yeah, so now after we've eaten that much food, we're going to work out. We're going to put that food to use. I'm going to be doing a leg workout.
So this is going to be my post-workout meal today. This is completely unplanned. One of my friends made this and she just came and gave it. So obviously I'm going to eat this. I already ate a few of the fries here. So one thing I want to talk about is this. So this is about a tablespoon of ketchup, tablespoon of mayo, and a tablespoon of mustard. I'm going to very quickly put up the differences in the calories of each of these sauces out here, so you have an idea of the calorie content of this meal and how much our sauces actually add to it. So I'm not going to have too much of this. I'm just going to dab on it on the side.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully you enjoyed this very small, very quick sort of a vlog. Like most of you, I'm at home all the time, so there's not much to show you guys. But I did want to mention that after this unplanned dinner of mine, I've overshot about 300 calories over what I generally eat, what puts me at a good maintenance level. But in these situations, you know, don't freak out. Like, it's not more than the daily caloric intake that you have, it's what happens day after day over a long period of time that determines whether you lose weight or gain weight. So know if on one particular day you've overshot your calories like I have today, so 300 calories is very simple to balance out over the next, say, 5 days, just 60 calories less per day if you're tracking. I just want you all to know that you don't have to stress over food that much. If somebody sends you a burger, eat the burger, man. But at the same time, I hope that sharing the different calorie content of the different sauces that I had with the burger may have given you all a clearer idea of what sort of sauces you need to be a little bit aware of, so that you're not going way overboard. Like, this could have easily gone really out of control. Like, I could have gone about 700 calories overboard if I hadn't watched the sauces. So yeah, that can make a big difference. Definitely watch that, but eat everything in moderation. Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's about 10:15 now, so I'm gonna read my book and go off to bed. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also hit the bell button so you never miss a video from me again. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.